1. You lowlife.
That's not low, that's clever.
We have the most precocious, overconfident kids the UK have to offer.
Okay.
To ask you the type of questions we wouldn't be allowed to.
Just going to look at my publicist.
If Alice or I were to ask any of these, it would get shut down immediately.
Okay, but they're kids. They're allowed to ask these kind of questions.
And just to remind you, if you do refute any of these questions, it means you hate children.
My name is Bo and I am 9 years old. I have 2 baby brothers and my question for you, Tom, is have you ever stolen anything from the set and not told anybody about it?
Yes, I have. On every job I do. My house is littered with props from films. And
it's a Tom Holland museum.
Honestly, I've got a set of web shooters from the Spider-Man suit, which Marvel don't know about, but they do now.
Valuable, I would imagine.
Yeah. It's not just like, forks from catering or something like that. It's
no, these are big ones. I've got Tony Stark's glasses. I tried to take a suit once, but it's a little bit difficult to walk out of the set in a Spider-Man suit. They're like,
You're like, I came in this is just my pyjamas.
Yeah.
Could you get in trouble for it?
I mean, I haven't so far.
Your body language completely changed.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, I haven't so far. And they always make loads of them because they break all the time.
Sure, they go missing all the time.
Well, that's what I'm like, I lost the Tony Stark glasses. And like, you what? Now they're on my mantelpiece.
Let's see who's next.
Hi, Tom. It's Oliver from Stafford. I love your films, but I've always wondered, when Spider-Man brushes his teeth, does web get stuck to his toothbrush?
Does he ever get Yorkshire or somewhere, isn't he?
Stafford.
Oh, he did say that. Have you seen that video of that little kid who's like, I was doing me work this morning.
I was doing my work this morning at school.
Miss McDonald. Have you seen that video?
It sounds like he's about 60, about to retire.
You've got to see this video. It is so funny of this little kid talking about his teacher.
When she mounts it, she'll be surprised.
Anyway, the question was, do I get web stuck in my teeth?
Does it initiate webbage?
Interesting question. I think depending on whether he was wearing the web shooters or not, then yes, he would get web stuck on his toothbrush, which in turn would get stuck in his mouth. And it takes 3 hours for the web to dissolve.
To answer your question, Oliver, it takes Spider-Man 9 hours to brush his teeth every day.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. But brushing your teeth is important, kids.
Even for Spider-Man.
It takes.
All right, let's see who's next.
Hi, I'm Obi and I'm 9. I like playing chess with my family.
Nice.
So, Tom Holland, my question to you is, what do you regret the most in your life?
Whoa, that came out of nowhere, Obi.
Right question.
What a question. I regret most saying yes to this interview. Do you know what I regret most in life? Is when I was in Billy Elliot when I was a kid, I was dancing every day for 6 hours for about 3 years, and I got to such a high level, and then I just gave up, and I quit dancing. So I dance if I'm in a club, but I don't really go to dance classes anymore, so my biggest regret is giving up dancing.
Can you do da club style dancing, or do you do kind of ballet?
I just do bar work.
Yeah.
No, I can dance, yeah. I like tap dancing. Tap dancing is my favourite type of dancing.
In the club?
Not in the club. You wouldn't be able to hear it, would you? That would be a nightmare.
Tom, we might have to postpone that night out. You're all right.
Hi, it's Dan. I'm 8 and I've got a brother called Tom. My question for you is, when was the last time you got told off and why?
I'm lucky enough to live in a world where everyone will just say yes. So my people that tell me off are my parents, and they tell me off a lot. My dad always tells us off when we're playing golf. I get really angry on the golf course, and he always tells me off. But I got a video the other day of him smashing his club into a tree without him knowing. So I can use that against him the next time I get upset. It is so fun. And then he realises I'm filming him, so he can't be angry anymore, so he bursts out laughing. It's so good.
Hi, Tom Holland. My name is Nathan, and I am 10. Which 2 Avengers cast members would you like to be stuck on a desert island with?
Desert island would be Chris Hemsworth, because he lives in Australia, and he seems like he could handle desert island stuff.
Shelters, fishing.
See you next week, Barry.
He'd be able to do all that sort of stuff, and I wouldn't have to do any of it because he could do it.
He'd just be bringing you grapes.
Yeah.
No.
And then number 2 would be... Who would number 2 be?
Because you were so quick with Hemsworth, this is going to be offensive when you pick number 2.
I know. I don't know who to pick. Because Hemsworth would just tick all the boxes.
Would you need anybody else?
Anyone else?
Yeah, would you need anybody else?
He's a
That's
one-stop
great
shop.
question. Maybe Dave Bautista.
Yes!
He's just a great guy.
What's he bringing to the equation, though?
He's Dave Bautista.
Yeah, but we've got Hemsworth.
2 beasts. There's better than 1 beast.
I have famously huge turds.
Hi Tom, my name is Kitty. I'm 9 years old and I have a secret stash of chocolate under my bed that not everybody knows about. But in your opinion, what is Robert Downey Jr.'s worst habit?
He's pretty flawless, you know.
I'm the best.
He's never late, always knows his lines, knows everyone's name. He's like a real gentleman on set.
He's
Robert.
perfect.
He is perfect.
Or he's incredibly intimidating and Tom can't say anything.
And I'm actually terrified of him. Yeah. Let me read the statement he wrote for me.
That whole knowing everybody's name thing is amazing.
I think he must have an earwig and someone else learns everybody's names and he's like, Charlotte, Charlotte, Charlotte.
Or you think that he's always getting it right and he's like, Shirley, how are the kids? Mike, what's going on? And that's not their names.
Yeah, and they're just too nervous to say anything else. They're like, yeah, hello, Robert.
One more.
Oh, no.
Hi Tom, I'm Logan. I'm 8 years old. My question to you is, who is the biggest disappointment you've met in Hollywood?
Wow, Logan. Straight for the jugular.
See, this is the point we would be getting wrapped up if we asked this question. But Logan, absolutely fine.
Don't look out at the people.
Don't look for help,
Who do you
Tom.
think it is? I know who it is, but I'm not going to say it on the radio.
Can you tell us why they were a disappointment?
Allude to it.
Nope.
Tom's like,
Tough
no,
question,
more.
tough question. I can't answer that question.
To get the ball rolling a little bit, I once met Michael Winslow.
Sorry, Donald.
First thing he said to me, I'm not doing any sound effects today. Very disappointing.
So is your answer Michael Winslow?
Yeah, that's exactly. Thanks so much for that. Brilliant. Saved by the bell.
so weird.
Okay, thanks for the interview, guys. I'm going to go now. Bye
exactly
now. Bye.
You can't copy someone else's homework. Because they do say...
Can. That's what I used to do with my best friend Harrison. I used to be like, mate, can I copy your homework? Because I've been working, I didn't have time to do it. And I would just make sure I'd hand it in before him.
You didn't even try and change?
And he got in trouble because the teacher was like, Tom is working so hard outside of school and you're copying his homework? How can you be doing this? And yeah.
You lowlife.
That's not low, that's clever. I think if you can get away with cheating on tests...
As a former head girl, I would have dobbed you in. And actually, the statute of limitations for cheating on homework is 25 years. So we can still get you for it.
Is it actually? That's how you know how much schooling I've done. Wait, really?
See you in court.
No. I'd be terrible in court.
Have we ever had somebody refuse to answer a question?
I think you did really well, Tom. It just very clear that you hate children.
You hate children?
Yeah, I do.
A bead of sweat.
Yeah, stressed.
If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe and click the bell icon to keep up to date.
For more great audio and video from the BBC, listen on Sounds, watch on iPlayer.
That's going to be your thumbnail, is it? Tom Holland hates children.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, guys. Cancelled. He's cancelled.